Hi, in today's lesson you will learn all about past perfect, минулий доконаний час. Imagine our timeline. It is 12 o'clock now. Before 12, it was our past. 10 o'clock and 11. Let's see. She finished her work at 10 o'clock. It was 10 o'clock. She finished her work. Then, at 11 o'clock, she met her friends. She met her friends at 11 o'clock. So, what was the first and what was the second? First, 10 o'clock and second, 11 o'clock. First, she finished her work and then she met her friends. Both sentences are used in past simple. Finished, met, past simple. But now we'll connect both sentences together in one sentence and you'll see our past perfect. She had finished her work by the time she met her friends. It means that she finished her work, had finished, happened before she met her friends. First, she finished her work, then she met her friends, and she had finished, show that it was the first action. Now let's have a look how we form our past perfect. You put subject, I, you, we, he, she, it, father, mother, friends, and so on, classmates. Then auxiliary verb, or helping verb, had. And then the main verb in the third form, past participle. If it is a regular verb, you add ending d or ed. If it is irregular verb, you put the third column. We use past perfect with time expressions. By the time, by, before, when, till, until, already. Let's look at some more examples. Before we arrived to the cinema, the film had started. До того, як ми прибули в кінотеатр, фільм розпочався. And here had started. It happened before we arrived. We can put here our time expression already. Before we arrived to the cinema, the film had already started. It's clear. The next example. I had done my homework when my mom came home. I had done, it was before. The homework was finished before my mom came home. I had done my homework when my mom home. When here you see. The next example. He had ordered pizza by 11 o'clock. Він замовив піцу до 11 години. So, before this time, in the past, it was 11 o'clock in the past, he had ordered. And now let's remember how we make sentences. Affirmative sentence. Subject first, then auxiliary verb had, then main verb in the third form. For example, they had cleaned the house before the guests arrived. Вони прибрали будинок до того часу, як гості приїхали. So you see subject, they, had, cleaned, verb, and so on. How we form negative sentence? Subject, auxiliary verb had, not, or had not or hadn't together. our main verb in the third form. And you see, subject, had, we put here not, had not, they had not cleaned the house before the guests arrived. Or they hadn't cleaned the house before the guests arrived. And now question. You remember, to make a question, you should put our auxiliary verb or helping verb before our subject. So, had, we put it before our subject here. Had, subject and verb. So, let's take had, we put it here, and our question, had they cleaned the house before the guests arrived? Вони прибрали будинок до того часу, як гості прибули. Or you can put, що вони зробили. Make another sentence. Що вони зробили? Put here what. What had they done before the guests arrived? So it's clear for today. The lesson is over.